there were some entries that used technology in such a wonderful way.
Yes.
It took the media forward.
Okay.
The Ayrton Senna campaign for Honda was fantastic. You know that campaign? It's about how it, celebrated telemetry from the 1980s, but recreated it for today, 25 years on, and did it in such a cool but respectful way that really touched the motorsport lovers' heart. So that, using media in that way is fantastic. I mean, the content that was created was fantastic. Then there are some brutally simple media ideas which I love. Very cheap, almost free to make, but they're so well observed or built on such a nice insider idea. They're just so simple. You think, why has that not been done before?
Okay.
The Z radio from the Philippines is that. I was just talking earlier about a very, very simple thing that can remind you to put your car into neutral when you're at a traffic light. You can save petrol if you can put your car into neutral, but no one has the habit.
Yeah.
So this was a little strip that you get at the petrol station, and that when you're stationary, it goes down the windscreen.
Oh, yeah,
it just says neutral, and then when you drive, the natural wind takes it out of your way.
Right.
So simple. And those ideas, you kind of really wish you thought of them before, and you really wish they are successful, that they do stick around. So those are two that came to mind. There was a lovely campaign for a village in Japan, and this village was making agricultural village that was harvested, makes rice, grows rice, and their crop was not so popular, so they had to think, my goodness, the whole livelihood of this village is under threat. So they decided to reinvent their rice, and they basically converted their rice fields into works of art by using different colour rice corn, not rice corn, but different coloured rice.
Right.
So you create these fantastic works of art, and thereby making it a tourist attraction. And what was really smart, so not only that, they've reconverted their fields into works of art, but then they turned it into an m-commerce opportunity. So you take a photo with your mobile phone, and then you can order the rice right there and then.
Fantastic.
And then they deliver it to your door. So really, really tightly integrated, and a beautiful idea that was very transformative. And it was basically using media. They turned their product into media.
Okay.
There was a great app developed for Japan that was alerts you to impending natural disasters, whether it's a tsunami or an earthquake.
Yeah.
So then everyone has to the second warnings of natural disasters. That was fantastic. There were many, there was not so much pure on social, but there was a lot of ideas that were trying to solve or address issues of sensory handicap, so blind for the blind or the deaf or whatever. Many ideas in that respect. So there was a lovely idea from Singapore about, very simple, you put a mobile phone on you, you're visually impaired, and then if you need help, you connect it to a volunteer who can then see the world, see your view through the mobile phone.
Fantastic.
And it's linked with a Google Street and stuff like that. So it's kind of intelligent sensory experiences like that. There was another one for a car manufacturer for the deaf, and they recreated in a chair. They created a chair that somehow recreated the sensation of sound through vibration.
Okay.
So some very smart stuff going on in that area.
What's different?
I think you're getting more technology is playing a bigger role than ever.
Okay.
And you're seeing some new technologies, really settle down and be used in a very interesting way. So certainly the role of technology is getting more and more vibrant.
Okay.
I think that would be the one standout right now. I think you're seeing less film craft. There's still some great film,
Yes.
but and I'm worried by this because I think the film budget seems to be declining.
Yes.
And that affects production and craft and things like that. So that's a watch out. I'm worried for that. Surprisingly, I mean, obviously there's a lot of social work, social media work, but not a huge breakthrough. Some lovely campaigns. So the Philippines Unselfie, beautiful BBDO one, beautiful social media idea, but not a huge amount from that. And again, mobile's coming through. There's some nice mobile work coming through. Again, using technology, the phone stack that actually encourages you not to use your mobile, so you can eat chicken and have a chat,
talk to
your friends.
Right.
Yeah. So there's some nice stuff there. Using tech to kind of untech us is kind of cool. So people are playing a lot with technology.
Okay.
With mixed results, but some really good results. From an agency point of view, I think there's a broad spread. I don't quite know which agencies are behind all the work, but I think there's a broad spread. Broad spread of countries, although Japan's always going to be there.
Yes.
They really set the bar in many respects. And a lot of mixed bags on clients. So again, I'm always happy to see big clients with big work coming through. So it's not just fringe clients, but there's some big work for big clients like Honda, Coke.